Hey, yo, what's game man players? It's your boy, Desmond Sharp, man, back out here on this Madden 21 franchise mode. And we are back with these NFL playoffs. We are set to begin the first wildcard game in the NFC. Now, in this matchup, we have the 4th seeded Philadelphia Eagles, the NFC East Division champions, facing off with the 5 seeded Seattle Seahawks. Now, the Eagles coming into these playoffs as the 4th seed, as you may know, finishing off the season at 9-7, while the Seattle Seahawks come in with a record of 12-4. Now, if you don't know how these playoffs go, the top 4 seeds will be the division leaders. Now, Seattle did not win their division, so they're going to have to come in as the 5th seed since their division rival, the San Francisco 49ers, finished with the division lead. And they got the number 1 seed, so they coming into those playoffs as the 5th seed. Now, if you haven't seen the first 3 games yet of these wildcard playoffs, make sure to go check those out. And then you won't miss on what had happened so far to start out the playoffs. And if you haven't seen the regular season, make sure to go back and check that out as well, because I gotta tell you, this regular season has literally been the best I've ever seen, and I'm glad you guys really enjoyed that regular season. Now, if you didn't see the first matchup between the Seahawks and the Eagles, go back and check out week 12 of the regular season and check that game out. I gotta tell you, this game was absolutely ridiculous. A lot of crazy things happened in that game. Something that I've never seen. A fullback showing up in the clutch of a football game. I've never seen something like that. And Seattle went on to win 52-45 over the Eagles. And here they are meeting once again for a shot to advance to the second round of the playoffs. As here are the stats from the first meeting. Now, both teams are looking for better performances than last time. But like I said, anything can happen here. Only one team can move on to the next round. Now, if you don't know, since the 4-seeded Titans, the 3-seeded Ravens, and the 2-seeded Kansas City Chiefs won in their wildcard games, which means in the second round, we will have the Titans take on the Jets and the Ravens facing the Kansas City Chiefs from Arrowhead. Now, a couple of things can happen. If the 2, 3, and 4 seeds come out on top, then it will be the Eagles against the 49ers and the Packers against the Saints. But if there's a Seattle, Green Bay, and Saints win, then it's still going to be the Packers and Saints, but the new matchup will be Seattle and San Francisco. But if it's all upsets with Seattle, Rams, and Atlanta winning, then we will have the Falcons taking on San Francisco, and the Rams and Seahawks will duke it out from Seattle. Now, like I said, anything can happen because we still got these 3 NFC wildcard games to go. But either way, let's head down to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia to find out which one of these 2 teams is going to move on to the next round. The Seahawks and Eagles from Philly, winner moves on to the next round. Let's go. I hate to break above me and myself top 2. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's the NFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
All right, so the Philadelphia Eagles are going to get the ball first, as the Eagles are looking for redemption against this Seattle team. Because, like I said, in Week 12, they came out just short, but now they're at home again against the same team they faced in Week 12. They'll be looking for redemption, while Seattle's trying to come in here and take another game against Philly and get themselves in the divisional round. As we're underway from Philadelphia, and Jalen Reagor, he will take a knee in the end zone. So Philly, they will set for drive number 1, and leading them out, the rookie Jalen Hurts in his very first playoff game in his career, and he's looking to make it count.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season. Mistake-free.
First play, it's Hernandez, and he'll be tackled at the 28-yard line, a gain of 3.
You might remember they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. Second down, here's Jalen
Hurts, and he completes this to the tight end Hurts. And he's going to be tackled at the 49, and a first down for Philly.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Play action. Hurts, and that one is complete. Zach Ertz with a one-handed grab. Another first down for the Eagles at the 34.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On first down,
Hurts. And it's intercepted. Quinn Dunbar picks it. Seattle, they're going to get the ball right at the 31 as they will take over. And here comes Russell Wilson. And what a season for Russell Wilson. He played good, over 3,000 yards passing, 31 touchdown passes, but 28 interceptions. Not what he really wanted, but at least his team's in the playoffs.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And here's Oliver, and he'll be tackled at the 39-yard line, a gain of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And here's Oliver, his second carry. And this time he's tackled at the 40. A gain of a yard sets up 3rd down.
some play action here, I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Cameron Baker. And he's going to get the first down at the 46. A gain of 5 that time. Now, let me tell you something. Cameron Baker, remember in Week 12, he finished over 100 yards on the ground as a fullback. He was the main one that showed up in the clutch against this Eagle team. And the Eagles, I'm pretty sure they have not forgotten. And here's Oliver on another carry. And this time he's tackled at the 41 and a Seattle first down.
14 and a Seahawk first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Wilson, and this one's incomplete as he got pressured there.
First downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow.
And here's Oliver, and he'll be tackled at the 38. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now
Wilson going for Tyler Lockett. He's got it. And he's going to be tackled at the 13 and a Seattle first down.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle.
Wilson, and that's caught. Oliver. And he'll be tackled at the 1-yard line. And that's going to bring the first quarter to a close.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first.
Wilson to the back of the end zone. Touchdown Seattle. It's Cameron Baker.
There to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting
Cameron Baker was wide open in the end zone. I don't know what happened there for Philly. Extra point is good, and Seattle up 7-0.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown.
So Akeem West set to kick this one away.
On the field now as they will send this one away.
And Jalen Reagor, he will take a knee in the end zone. So the Eagles will take over.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting?
And here's Hernandez. And he's tackled at the 27, a gain of 2.
And some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first
Hurts, and that's complete by Zach Ertz. And he's out of bounds at the 39 and an Eagle first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, defenders away from the ball and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Hurts gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete.
It's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Hurts trying to go to Jeffrey, and it's incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Hurts, no one's open. He's sacked.
Gets to him and they bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid
And now it's 4th down for Philly.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're
Not what they wanted. An interception on their first drive, and now they're going to call on the punting team.
Hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
So here's Johnston. They're punting away for Philadelphia. And he sends this one away. And here's the return by Grant Hill. And he will be tackled right at the 31-yard line as Seattle will take over.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of course, they're one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And here's Oliver. And they're going to get him down right at the 35-yard line.
Heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs.
And here's Oliver. And Oliver with some space. A.J. Oliver breaking free. And he's tackled inside the 30 at the 27. Seattle's trying to prove that it's going to be all about their ground game. Because Oliver even gave this team an issue.
How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Wilson, and he's taken down.
Back at about the 37-yard line.
Darren Lee with the sack that time. And now it's 2nd and 20.
Before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. 2 minutes to play.
And that brings this one to the 2-minute warning.
NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl.
Wilson, and he's sacked again. This time it's Wesley Montgomery who gets the sack. Now it's 3rd and even longer.
Like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Wilson going deep. Grant Hill. And it's incomplete.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers.
And this one's sent away. And Carroll is not going to return it. But they're going to down this one right at the 6-yard line.
They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hurts, and he completes this to Jeffrey.
Down the middle and complete.
And he will be tackled at the 43.
Field goal range as well inside the 25.
Hurts again, and this time it's incomplete.
Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hurts, and that one is also incomplete. He was trying to go back to Zach Ertz. Now it's third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they try
And they're gonna run with Hernandez, and he will be tackled well short of the first down.
Now the defense going to use the first.
Now it's 4th down.
As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And this one's sent away, and here's Grant Hill. And he'll be tackled right at the 35-yard line. So Seattle, they're set to take over.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down.
Wilson, and it's incomplete. He had Grant Hill open,
I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops.
but instead 2nd and 10.
Alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
Wilson, and he's sacked.
Down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson.
Wilson going downfield, and it's incomplete.
7 seconds remaining.
Deep ball. Darius Slay on the covering.
And how about this? 4th and long.
And the Seahawks, how about this? They're going to go for it with only 7 seconds left to go in the half.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Wilson, deep ball, and it's incomplete.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't.
And I guess the Eagles, they're going to call on their field goal unit to get them on the board. And Elliott's going to put this one in. And it's 7-3 at halftime.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's NFC wildcard game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
In the first half, it seems to be a low-scoring affair. 7-3 is the score. Seattle's up, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half of play. Now, I'm pretty sure Russell Wilson was pissed after not getting that touchdown earlier in their drive back in the first half.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
Wilson gets hit as he throws it, and it's incomplete.
I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here comes the pressure by the Eagles. Wilson downfield, and it's incomplete again.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
I'm pretty sure that is frustrating Russell Wilson because
and this time contact and another incomplete pass.
Wilson, and this time he finds Grant Hill wide open. No one's near him. He's got a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the
Extra
road,
point by West is good, and it's 14-3.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So here's Akeem West to get this one away.
And off it goes.
And Jalen Reagor, he will take it in the end zone. So Philadelphia set to take over.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts looking around. No one's open. Oh, it could have been caught, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one.
Hurts, and he's going to find Hernandez. And he's going to be tackled at the 31. A gain of 6. Sets up 3rd and 4.
That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hurts, and open is the tight end, Zach Ertz. And he'll be tackled at the 31 and a first down for Philly.
40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
First and 10, Hernandez. And he'll be tackled at the 27. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
But in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Hurts looking around, and oh, that one was dropped.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts.
Hurts has all day looking around, and he's going to find Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll get him down at the 24, but 3 yards shy of the first. So now 4th down.
Mark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just
And Elliott's going to put in the field goal to cut the lead down to 8.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this one's not going to be returned by Reed. So Seattle set for their next drive.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there. Watching for trouble on the road. And making sure you get the team home.
Wilson, another deep shot, and it's dropped.
And that is incomplete.
Grant Hill.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Third quarter.
That could have been a huge play. And here's Oliver. And he'll be tackled at the 27. Sets up third down.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson.
Wilson gets hit as he throws it, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back.
So Seattle's going to punt it away. And here's Carroll. And he will be tackled right at the 29-yard line as Philadelphia takes over.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams
Hurts, and he connects with Brian Hernandez.
They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be tackled at the 33, a gain of 4.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
Hurts looking downfield. Hernandez, and he's got it. Hernandez for the Eagle touchdown.
Philadelphia. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is...
And Hurts finds Hernandez, and he gets in for the 2-point conversion, and we are tied.
Into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Elliott sends it away, and Reed is not going to return this one. This one will be a touchback.
At the 25. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as
Wilson, and that's caught. He's got Oliver. And he's going to be tackled at the 46-yard line. First down.
Making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Wilson looking deep. Grant Hill's down the field. And he's got a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great
Extra point by West. He's got it. And Seattle is back in the lead.
You kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and
here's West to kick this one away. And this one is not going to be returned, so Philadelphia set to take over.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game. It's not just
Hurts, and he's taken down.
By the Seahawks defense. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hurts in a coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And Seattle, they're going to get the ball back.
They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 9.
Now that wasn't a smart play by Hurts. He threw it into coverage. He tried to go to Jeffrey, but the defense snatched it, picked it off, and Seattle with a chance to extend their lead before the fourth quarter. And they're going to hand it to Oliver, and he will be tackled at the 4-yard line, as that's going to be it for the third quarter.
Pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Second down and goal.
Wilson to the end zone, and that's intercepted. Josh Carroll with the pick. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back.
In the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand.
Hurts, and he's going to find Hernandez. And Hernandez leaps over with some space, and he'll be tackled at the 45 with a first down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hurts looking around, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And that's complete. Zach Ertz. And he'll be tackled at the 46. Sets up a 3rd and 2 coming up for Philly.
To the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
And they're going to hand it to Hernandez, and Hernandez with some room. Hernandez to the house. Touchdown Philadelphia. They continue to fight in this game.
And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first
extra point is good, and we are tied at 21.
And take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
So Elliott sends it away, and Reed is not going to return it. So Seattle will take over.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why?
And here's the toss. Oliver. And he'll be tackled at the 26-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
making his play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
And Oliver on another carry. And this time he gets a gain of about a yard. Sets up third down.
No gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Wilson slings it. Grant Hill, and it's picked. Darius Slay picks it.
His guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead.
And here's Hernandez. And he's going to be tackled at the 27. A gain of 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun.
And here's Hernandez. And he'll be tackled at the 36 as the Eagles have themselves a first down.
The good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Hurts looking for picked off. Quentin Dunbar picks it. His 2nd pick in the game. And just like that, the Seahawks are going to get the ball back.
Made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Wilson, and he's sacked. Wesley Montgomery gets the sack that time.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
And the flag comes out. So that's gonna move him back even further.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wilson
2nd and 30. Wilson. And it's picked again.
Picked off by Will Parks.
Will Parks picks it. And Parks is going to take it all the way.
And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
Now, if you're Russell Wilson, what was that? Why would Russell Wilson try to force it instead of just taking the easy chance? You had a chance to win it. Now you're trailing. Now the Seahawks have to score to tie the game again. And Reed is not going to return it, so the Seahawks are going to get possession, needing to score.
Down 28-21, 65 seconds remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Back to the air, Wilson after the
Wilson, and it's incomplete. He was trying to go to Tyler Lockett.
Contact brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
2nd and 10 now,
Wilson, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
Wilson, and he's going to complete this to Grant Hill. And Grant Hill And he's going to go down at the 7.
Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what?
So now what are they going to do?
After that big play, they've got a chance to strike.
A looming decision to make on the conversion.
And they're going to hand it to Cameron Baker.
First, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And he's going to be tackled at the 3. So Seattle uses one of their timeouts with 17 seconds.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And Cameron Baker, he's in.
And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And that is exactly what Seattle's. They're going for 2. They're going for the win. Russ Wilson's going to find Oliver, and he's going to get in. And Seattle has the lead.
Boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're
Yo,
down 1 in that
look
spot
at this.
right there.
Imagine if Oliver would have got tackled right there. That could have been it. Seattle would have literally had no chance to somehow win this game. Because if Philly would have gotten the ball back, then that would have been the game. But Oliver got in. And it looks like Seattle's most likely going to win, but Philly still has a couple of opportunities.
But this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations.
Hurts, and it's incomplete with 9 seconds left. Now, I don't even know if they have enough time because they need to get it to the 42-yard line to possibly kick a game winner.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw.
Hurts going for Hernandez, and it's incomplete with 3 seconds remaining.
3 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Hurts downfield, and it's incomplete, and Seattle holds on.
And with that, the ball game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past
Another heartbreaking loss for Philly against this Seattle team. Another heartbreaker. And with that, Philly season ends, but Seattle moves on.
There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Now, Jalen Hurts, I'm pretty sure he's a bit stunned about what just happened. His team was just up 7. They literally had a chance to win it, but if you've known Russell Wilson, he is literally absolute clutch. I mean, think about it. In the last matchup, Wilson was clutch. His entire team was clutch, and they did it again. Now, it could have been Grant Hill who got the touchdown, but he got down, and for some reason, Seattle was being smart. They gave it to the man who was clutch in the last matchup with these Eagles, Cameron Baker, who gets in for the touchdown and then plays after that. Many people were wondering, do we want overtime? Or is Seattle going to go for the win? And Seattle decided to go for the win. And A.J. Oliver, man, how lucky he was. Because if he would have gotten tackled, then that would have been ball game, and Philly would have been the ones moving on. But it's the Seahawks, the ones moving on to the 2nd round. Unbelievable. This game was tight for the 2nd time. What a game. And for Philly, that's another heartbreaker. Now here are the stats. Russell Wilson, 256 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Now those interceptions almost cost Seattle. It almost did. And then Jalen Hurts, his very first playoff game, he played well, threw over 200 yards, but the 1 touchdown, 3 interception ratio is not how you want to play in the playoffs. So unfortunately for Philadelphia, their season is going to end right here in the wild card round. Here's the running game. AJ Oliver, 10 carries for 77. Brian Hernandez, 7 carries for 73 and a touchdown. And Cameron Baker, 3 carries for 11 and a touchdown. He just did it again. Been clutch for the second straight time against this Eagle team. And here's the receiving. Grant Hill, 3 catches for 197, 2 touchdowns. Zach Ertz, 5 catches for 108. Brian Hernandez, 4 catches for 102 and a touchdown. AJ Oliver, 2 catches for 33. Tyler Lockett, a catch for 25. Alshon Jeffrey, he could have did better than that. 2 catches for 21. And Cameron Baker, 1 catch for a yard, and he had a touchdown. So basically, Cameron Baker had 2 touchdowns in this game. So for the Seahawks, they are the first team in the NFC to move on to the next round with a 1-point victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. A stunner in Philadelphia as the playoffs continue. If you enjoyed this game, be sure to drop a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And next game on our list, we're going to be in Green Bay for the second NFC wildcard playoff game. It's the 3-seeded Green Bay Packers playing host to the 6-seeded the Los Angeles Rams. Now that matchup should be interesting as the playoffs continues. But what a game we all just witnessed.